Good morning, good morning. So here is Evie, the star of the show. She will be exactly 11 months tomorrow, y'all. 11 months. She has a birthday coming up. So on today's video, we're going to teach you all how to train your dog sit. Obviously, dogs sit naturally. So the good time to let the dog master the sit command is to catch them while they're sitting. So when they're sitting, you say, good sit, good sit. There you go. And then if they're not sitting, Evie down. Good girl. What you do is you put the treat over the head and say sit. There you go. Good sit. You immediately reward your dog while they're in the position of the sit. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Evie down. Good girl. You're going to hold the treat up. You see, I'm holding it like this. But you can see that their eyes are pretty glued on the treat. So bring it up like that. And then the dog should sit. Well, she's doing the most right now. Sit. Good girl, sit. So that's how I trained a dog sit. And you have to be so consistent and so repetitive. I don't know how to over exaggerate it, but you have to be over the top with the training. You gotta be annoying. So if you have any other people that live with you, try to do it at a time that they're sleeping or not in the house, okay? That's my recommendation. You don't have to follow it, but this is what worked for me. Now for down, you're going to point the treat down and say down, and she should go down. But if she doesn't, right, or your dog doesn't, you're going to stay. Hold on, Evie, stay. You're going to move the treat like this, like bring it to you so she can follow it. Come on, down, down. Good girl. And that's all you have to keep saying is down. What I like to do is point my finger like this and drag it to me as I'm saying down, like down, and she'll go down. That's how I do down. Usually they'll be in a sit position. Evie, sit. Evie, sit. Sit. Good girl. See, she's just trying to be fancy right now. She doesn't want to listen. It took me 3 times. Evie, down. She hears something in the door. That's why she's not paying attention. Good girl. So you just have to let the dog understand the language. Your language, okay? If you speak a different language, you say it in the language that you speak, if you prefer. But I like to use hand gestures. I like to move my fist like this and say sit above the head. And she's doing sit pretty. Sit pretty. Good girl. You're such a good girl. But I use my hands gesture and then be like down with the finger. Sit. Good. Sit. Down. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Down. Come on, Evie. Down. She's like, you ain't giving me no treats. So sometimes you have to use treats and then sometimes you don't. So that way they're not so like food motivated. You kind of got to do like sometimes you get a treat and sometimes you don't, just like I did. Okay, so this is how I taught Evie how to do the sit and the down. And the best time to train, in my opinion, is in the morning. I do it while my kids are sleeping or if they're not home. Just kind of give that dog the undivided attention. Like, hey, Evie, I'm here. Yes, I'm here, baby. I'm here. You're a good girl. Give me a high five. Yes, down low. Good girl. You're such a good girl. But yeah, so if you guys want to see any more tricks, like how I taught her these particular tricks, let me know in the comment box below. And thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye. Evie, say bye-bye.